Daddy DL Gaming 2K18 Universe Pay-Per-View Themes. Hello and welcome back to Daddy DL Gaming. Today we're going to talk about a feature in Universe which most people don't tend to look at, and that's the themes on the pay-per-views. Now I'm not talking about these logos, I'm talking about the little setting here that tells you what type of matches you will get in that pay-per-view. There's 16 of these. There's a 17th No Mercy which doesn't actually appear. I'll show you that in a bit. And the reason I'm looking at these is because when I'm setting up my universe, I want gimmick matches. I don't want any of these themes that don't do anything, even if I have to duplicate them and have a couple of Hell in the Cells during my year. So let's take a look at these. I've done nothing to this. This is the initial setup and it has all of the themes already in it. So all we are going to do is simulate our way through all of these, take a look at what matches it sets up, and then we know which of these themes to use for the types of matches we want. Quite simple. So Payback. What have we got? Promos, tag teams, normal, tag. You get a table match. Okay, that's not spectacular, but okay. It's better than nothing. Extreme Rules. So you'd expect a couple of Extreme Rules matches, maybe something different, maybe some cells, we'll see, maybe even a cage match. Tags, normals, promos, Extreme Rules. Okay, no, there are just a couple of Extreme Rules. Okay, this is the NXT takeover theme. They've already put a couple of these in during the initial setup, so I'm not going to look at all of them. They'll all be pretty much the same. Okay, so they've got some extreme, a triple threat. Okay, so nothing outstanding, we may as well just use Extreme Rules. Money in the Bank, of course, we would expect our ladder match. Whether they will do 6-man or 8-man, we'll find out. And will they do anything else interesting? No. 6-man ladder, okay. Well, I suppose it makes sense, that's what we get in the real world, but an 8-man ladder would have been nice. We can edit it, but whether or not we lose the actual setting behind the scenes, we'll find out. The one that obviously allows you to take the case and cash it in later. But nothing particularly spectacular other than the normal Money in the Bank match. And Battleground. I know in 16 this had some reasonable match types. We'll see if they've followed that through. Normals, tags, oh, no holds barred, okay. But that's it, no holds barred. These really aren't particularly interesting this time around. SummerSlam again, I'm not expecting that to be particularly interesting. I don't really expect any gimmick matches. I think this one may well be just a normal everyday ones and tags again. Yep, normal tag. Wow, no holds barred. Okay, we're getting some real creativity in this now. I was, of course, being facetious. So, Backlash. Another one where I'm expecting particularly nothing. Normals and tags. 4-way, okay, normal, promo. Yeah, again, useless. Clash of Champions, of course, should be every title on the line. We'll see what this does because I've not set anything up, as I say. So, false count anywhere, no holds barred. Okay, so there's a couple of different gimmicks in there, but again, nothing overly spectacular. This is the curious one. No Mercy. Oh, before we do that, let's just edit this. You can see we have a theme, No Mercy. Now, if I go across to the right, we get the Elimination Chamber. Come back to the left, it's gone. And if we keep coming back through, all the way back through to Royal Rumble, you will see No Mercy has disappeared. So we'll just exit without changing, and we'll see what this mysterious No Mercy does. Okay, tags, normal, it's a steel cage, okay, that's two steel cages, alright. So No Mercy might be okay if, of course, we can select it, which we can't. So not particularly useful, even though it's giving us a couple of other options. Hell in a Cell, of course, we expect at least one Hell in a Cell match, 6-man Armageddon, that's cool. And a one-on-one. Okay, so that's reasonable, it's what we'd expect. I'm not going to worry about the other NXT Survivor Series. Now in 16 this was pretty useless. In this one, of course, now we have 8-man matches, we're going to expect a 4 versus 4 tag elimination, and an actual classic Survivor Series match. Will we get one? Yes, we will. There we go. We get one classic, and there's a steel cage. Okay. So, Survivor Series is exactly what we would expect. TLC, of course. We know what we want from TLC. We want TLC matches. Will it give us some ladder matches? Will it give us some extras? TLC for the women, another TLC 1-on-1, a triple threat, okay. Basically a ruckload of TLC matches. That works for me though, I don't mind TLC matches. Roadblock, probably another dull one to be honest, it is in real life. Tags, normals, we had a triple threat, oh, we're no holds barred, okay. NXT will skip again. Now, of course, Royal Rumble, we're going to get a Royal Rumble match. The disappointing thing with this, though, in my universe, I will have an all-diva setup. Divas, even though we have 30 on disc, even though we can have a Diva Battle Royal, there's still no Diva Royal Rumble. That really does suck, and I have no idea why 2K do this. If they can throw each other over the ropes in a Battle Royal, they can damn well throw each other over the ropes in a Royal Rumble. There is no excuse. Yeah, so nothing spectacular. We get our 30-man Royal Rumble. Elimination Chamber. Again, of course, we would expect to have an Elimination Chamber. Will we get any extras? Again, like Steel Cage? I'd like to think we would. No holds barred, falls anywhere, and our normal Elimination Chamber. Okay. So not the matches I was expecting, but we do still get some gimmicks. Fastlane. Fastlane's another one I wouldn't expect too much. Again, it's another real world pay-per-view that just sucks. There's no real need for it. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, exactly. It sucks. There's nothing there. And now on to our last one for the year. We can't go any further. WrestleMania. Usually this is there purely for your Royal Rumble winner, for it to know that when you get to your WrestleMania theme, the Royal Rumble winner will be taking on the current champion. But before, in 16, there was nothing else to it really. And again, there is nothing else to it. It's just normal everyday matches, so it's a dull theme. It's just there for your Royal Rumble winner. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. There is nothing else to it. That's every theme. Now, there's 17 including that No Mercy, but No Mercy will discount it because it disappears. So you've got 16, and you can see what we get. There are some that are fairly useless. If you like one-on-ones and tag matches, you know you can go for your roadblocks and your fast lanes. If, however, you prefer your pay-per-views to have all of the gimmicky matches like I do with your Hell in a Cell, not so much your Survivor Series, I don't care about that, but things that have carnage, tables, ladders and chairs, money in the bank. For me, I'm going to cycle probably just 4 or 5 of those themes so that I have constant gimmick matches with people all over the place, lying on the floor, blood everywhere. That's how I like my matches. You, of course, will set yours up however you like. I will with mine, and I'll show you mine in an upcoming video. Until then, at least you now know what you're working with. So enjoy Universe, folks, and I will see you the next time. Thank you for watching Daddy DL Gaming. You can follow, like, share, tweet, and if you're feeling generous, you can donate on Patreon because Daddy always needs a new pair of shoes.